oge akụkọ ụwa anyị lewetara gị sila ọwara igwe okwu okwute BTV ka o si labịara gị onye ọmala nge ntị ọbụla ya na-eme na-amasị gị biko la-atụsara anyị ozi anyị chi wetara gị akụkọ ụwa nke si n'obodo Finland wee labịara gị anyị chi gwa gị otu o si were gbatakwuru na nke ikpeazụ agbasara awa prime minista bụ maazị Simon Ekpan Nwanjọkụ otu o si akpọtụ na nke ugbu a genụ ntị akụkọ a all good news ka anyị buru bịa na nke ikpeazụ a otu o si abịa n'obodo Finland ka anyị si lewetara gị ọka akụkọ bụ mụnwa okwute BTV ebe ọ na-akpọtụ n'oge gbamgbam dimdim.
Breaking news. Finnish authorities finally charged Mazi Simon Ekpa to court as case is expected to commence any moment from now. Hear the news in details. Today's date is 16th of May 2025 and I have breaking information for every one of you listening to my voice right now from wherever you are all over the world. Dear friends and lovers of freedom, I want everybody to pay very good attention to this very information because this one is for all of us. So pay attention. I don't want to take your time. I'm going to go straight and read the news in details, and after that I will analyze it properly. So pay attention as I take you through the news. And as you can see on your screen, this is from YLE, one of the Finnish news outlets. Now, according to their own title, they said Lahti municipal politician Simon Ekpa charged with terrorism crimes. A unique case the prosecutor assesses. Ekpa is suspected of spreading separatist propaganda from Lahti. I love that word. Ekpa is suspected of spreading separatist propaganda. So those who claim that Mazi Simon Ekpa is a criminal, I want you to hear very well that the reason of this charge is because Ekpa is suspected of spreading separatist propaganda. So they're going to tell us, when has spreading separatist propaganda become a crime in the world? The same separatist propaganda is what Ukrainians spread. That is what they spread that led to their exit from Russia. The same separatist propaganda. They left Russia long ago, it's not today. But now they are still fighting another separatist agenda again against Russia because they want to join NATO. And Russia says, instead of you to join NATO, we'll take you back. And they are still fighting separatist propaganda. The same separatist propaganda is what led to Finland to have their country today. They fought for it. So they are going to tell us, those who are calling Mazi Simon Ekpa all sorts of names, will tell us how have spreading separatist propaganda becomes a crime in this modern day. Now, they say from Lahti, the police are investigating the case together with Nigeria authorities. Right from beginning, today. Now let's continue. Former Lahti municipal politician Simon Ekpa is charged with terrorism crimes. The Deputy Attorney General has decided to charge Ekpa with public incitement to commit a crime with terrorist intent and participation in a terrorist group. Ekpa has denied the crimes during the police investigation. Ekpa has denied the crime during police investigation. According to the Deputy Attorney General, the charges related to the suspect activities, the aim of which has been to establish the so-called Biafra region of Nigeria as an independent state. I love it. No matter they say the so-called, no problem. They have stated it categorically clear that the charges related to the suspect activities is the what? The aim, very, very important. The aim which has been to establish Biafra region of Nigeria as an independent state, of which I am very, very sure that in Finnish law, even though I don't know their law, but as far as they are, a democratic nation in Western world, in Europe to be precise, one can beat his chest and say, even though you are not there, that there is self-determination law in their constitution. And apart from that, their law must, capital M-U-S-T, their law must, or should I say their constitution must have self-defense in it. Meaning that when you come out to speak your mind, which every law guarantees free speech, especially in democracy. When you come out to speak your mind and somebody comes to attack you, you have your right to defend yourself. And when you are defending yourself, in the course of defending yourself, you can as well, return the favor to the attacker. Because when somebody is coming to attack you physically, that person has intent of unaliving you. So you are still free to unalive that person in self-defense. No law will ever put you in jail. No court in the world will ever jail you. Now, the charges are part of a larger investigation in which the Finnish National Criminal Police arrested 5 people, 4 of whom were suspected of financing a terrorist crime. 4 of the 5 suspects were released during the preliminary investigation. You see, the news that broke out yesterday about our 4 innocent Biafrans in Finland was not stated here, because I equally asked the brother. I am going to withhold the name for security reasons. So I equally asked him that same yesterday when I was speaking to him on phone, was it published on any Finnish newspaper? He told me no, that in the first place, there is no need of publishing it in any Finnish news platform. Yes, he equally told me that one-on-one, because I wanted, by the time I'm going to record the news, to see if I can be able to read it out from any Finnish, news platform. He told me no, and there is no need for that, because first of all, their own case shouldn't have even been in the public, in any Finnish news platform in the first place. That is because of Mazi Simon Ekpa that made their own case to be in the public, because they also have to let the world know that there are other people who were arrested together with the Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa. They were not just released, but the investigation has ended and the case ended without even going to court, without being charged to court. You know why? Because nothing was found. They are all innocent. And the reason why they are charging Mazi Simon Ekpa to court is simply because and believe you me, he is coming out. Now that court kaya no tie Zoom mawu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na do Zoom mawu na their own court here in the zoo, in the capital territory Abuja. Na ti Zoom mawu na tie zoo na bahali every day. Their witness na numamre na pant. Obruze Mazi Simon Ekpa. No abroad. Na ekwoku nwere onwe. Nozi in a Western world, in a country that understands what freedom is all about. Forget about interest. I know that Westerners always protect their interest, but we also have our own interest, and that their interest is located in our land. So I am now in this trial, according to the prosecutor, in this trial, we will look at what has happened online and whether it meets the criteria for a crime. They are still telling the zoo, telling you and I, telling the whole world, telling those who are mounting pressure on them to silence Mazi Simon Ekpa. They are still telling them that in this trial, we will look at what has happened online, whether it meets the criteria for a crime. And what has been happening online since then, we have been posting the war that Nigeria has brought to Biafra territory. How they have been unaliving our people, how they have been unaliving our youth. When we come out with placard to protest, they will unalive us, starting from time immemorial. From Owazurike to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and now to Mazi Simon Ekpa. We have been posting them online until we decided to start defending ourselves, because we are tired of being mauled. We are tired of being unalived whenever we come out to speak. We say no, this crime cannot continue. We can no longer fold our arms and watch people from Sahel coming here with AK-47 to unalive our youths. We shall defend ourselves. So tell me anytime, any day, where such a decision has become a crime. I know here Gidibam. Mazi Simon Ekpa Kochiri. Now, the Deputy Prosecutor General, Juka Rape, commented. Let me take that once again. In this trial, we will look at what has happened online and whether it meets the criteria for a crime. Deputy Prosecutor General Juka Rape commented. I love that so much. According to Rape, the court will investigate whether a person who operated in information networks from Finland committed terrorist crime. You don't know why I'm laughing. If you understand the statement, you will understand why I'm laughing. Let me take it again. This is very, very important. According to Rape, who happens to be the deputy prosecutor, now then they prosecute Mazi Simon Ekpa, and they are still telling us that according to Rape, the court will investigate whether a person who operated in information networks from Finland committed terrorist crimes. You see, how can somebody who operates only on information networks commit a terrorist crime all the way from La to Finland? And you say he's committing the crime in the zoo. Are you not insane? You are crazy. You are very, very crazy. I'm telling you. This is a unique and first case of its kind, the Deputy Attorney General describes. Official assistance from Nigeria. The police have previously said that the case has been investigated jointly with Nigerian authorities as the public incitement and consequences of the terrorist group's activities are suspected to have occurred in Nigeria. Oh, all of them occurred in the zoo. Very, very good. That means Mazi Simon Ekpa, in the first place, has no case or crime in Finland. So he's innocent as long as Finland is concerned. And he's a Finnish, citizen. According to Rape, documents have been received from Nigeria, among other things. The Nigerian government is hostile to Ekpa. The Nigerian government is hostile to Ekpa. And the country's police authorities are not completely free from political direction. You see, they are not free from political direction, meaning that the politicians are directing the police to commit murder in Biafra territory, because the Nigerian police authorities are not completely free from political direction. Remember, police has no business with politics. Those who are in politics are the politicians, not the police officers. Police officers are security men. They are security officers, strictly for security, not political men. They are not politicians. So the politicians who are in power, police is not in power. The politicians who are in power are giving directives to the police who are for security to go, not to secure them, but to murder them. Because you cannot secure those who say they want to leave the country. This is African mentality, which the Europeans do not reason like this. They don't think this way. In Europe, they will secure them, not to massacre them. This is the difference between Africa and Europe, especially in politics, democracy, and mentality. Now, as in all criminal investigations, the credibility of the evidence is assessed. It is true that the political situation in Nigeria is not as stable as says ours in Finland. This brings its own characteristics to the matter, Rape says. Did you get that? It is very clear here. He said that as in all criminal investigations, the credibility of the evidence is assessed. The credibility of the evidence has been assessed. Now, he didn't end there. After telling us that the credibility of the evidence has been assessed, then it is true that the political situation in Nigeria is not as stable as says ours in Finland. After the zoo had forwarded all their evidences to Finland, they assessed it. So the only thing the prosecutor or the deputy attorney general could say is that the political situation in Nigeria is not as stable as theirs in Finland. So this brings its own characteristics to the matter. The political situation of the zoo brings its own characteristics to the matter of Simon Ekpa. So when they are judging the case, they already know that the political situation in the zoo is mess, is under ruin. Are you paying attention? Rape says. However, the Deputy Attorney General emphasizes that the case is not about Finland processing a crime suspected of having been committed in Nigeria. When assessing a crime suspected to be committed in Finland, it is also partly important to consider what kind of effect the act may have had in Nigeria. Rape analyzes. So at least na I could be non the zoo, go be to one the zoo that yes, I'm a only key when part in Nigeria, but go be to offer. But in all said and done, if I na azobunwero or gunwero it is not a crime. So I could be to the zoo that at least I could Yatago, mana the mentem bononya bungwere wekono gungwere wekono no nwere iwujia. The charges against Ekpa were filed on Friday morning, today, 16th of May 2025, Friday morning. The case will be heard in the Pajat Hamed District Court. A hearing date has not yet been set. Ekpa is suspected of committing the crimes between August 2021 and November 2024. Ekpa has been incarcerated since November last year. Ekpa has been incarcerated. This word is coming from Finnish news platform. Incarcerated. So there will be a lot of a huge, compensation coming on the way of the Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa. So Biafrans, I don't want to talk too much. The news is very simple. I have come here to give you this information. I want all of you to keep your fingers crossed, keep your head high as we proceed. Emekwe numani, Umu Biafra, Meri Bunkani. At the end, we shall win. Mazi Simon Ekpa shall win. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shall win, and Biafra shall win. Thank you, my people. To salo numo zia kona poto and make it go viral.
Ebe akụkọ ụwa nke nọ na mgbede a si abara gị bụrụ igwe okwu Okwute BTV. Ọ nụrụ ka ọrụ ibi ya tụsaa ya ka o nwee ike rute ikwu ma rute ibe. Ngwanụ, ọ dị mgbe ọzọ.